Oh, we getting spicy.
We're going to be spicy, no?
You ready to get spicy? 209 days.
That's a lot of days.
I have made a video on this channel every day for 209 days. They say if I started YouTube all over again, what I would never do is create a video every day. And I said, well, cool. I'm going to do exactly that to prove that that's wrong. They say if you make too much content, you're going to get burnt out. You're going to oversaturate your audience. Your audience is going to hate you.
Oh, man. Hate.
I said, okay, cool. I'm going to test it out because I'm weird like that and I like to push buttons. Speaking of pushing buttons, I got an app for you that I think can go a long way to help you make progress on whatever it is you are trying to tackle right now. Because they say what you focus on expands. What you track grows. The only way to get improvement is to measure it. So I got something I want to show you. I've been searching for an app that can help me keep track because I kept going to Google and go, how many days since, I started this journey on making these videos? And I was like, this is getting old. There has to be a way to do it. So I asked ChatGPT and ChatGPT gave me a list of apps and I landed on this one. This is called Pretty Progress. Now there's several others out there. I don't know why I picked this one. I think it was just the UI, the UX, aka the user interface or the user experience that I really like the most. So this is what I landed on. And let me give you a quick overview. You can basically track all myriad sorts of important things. You got a holiday coming up? Dope. You're growing your own kombucha in the office? Dope. Myriad things that you could track. Looks really cool on iPad. And yes, it comes with an Apple Watch app. And there is a Mac app, which I haven't installed yet. This is a reminder for me to do it. But here's some of the type of stuff. And I think why I fell in love with this is I do like Swiss style graphics. It's just something that I've been into for a long time. But, if you've been quit smoking, when is the Super Bowl, Project Focus, anniversary, that's a good one, fellas. Never miss one of those again. Christmas, retirement, I like this. This is for you, K-Walk. I am looking at you, big ups, K-Walk. What your running streak is, you can do grid views and lots of colors. Retro OS, if you want to do that old Windows 95 style. Oh my God, that's disgusting. There's a bunch of cool things in here. So I am currently running this in trial mode, not really trial mode, but I am running this on my phone in the, regular mode, but I am about to go to pro because I am starting to see how I like it. So here, I'm going to show you how easy it was to set this up. I just wanted to make a calendar called YouTube post. So I go in and I put November 1st. And I guess it's a calculation thing. It actually set it for October 31st, which kind of makes sense because the first day that I made the video was the first. I'm not going to try to do calendar math. It never works for me. I trust it knows what it's doing. But it says 6 months, 28 days, 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 25 seconds ago, I started this journey of creating videos. And this is video number 209. Actually, it's more than that because there was a bunch of shorts that went down in this process. So you can add notes to this, of course. You can click down here on the bottom and choose your style. Here's a ruler, so you can show the time unit in days. You could do it in a live format. You could pick multiple units. So if you want to go year, month, day, hour, year, month, day, hour, minute, those are the things that you can choose. You could pick your single units being minutes, hours, weeks. And so, of course, I'm going off of days. Ooh, get back over here. And then I could press on the live format, where this way it says it's 6 months and 28 days. That doesn't work for my brain because I don't want to do calendar math because, again, I am terrible at it. So I turned that off and I went into multiple units and I chose the 5. Oh, not that one. See, I chose multiple units. Nope, I know what it is. I chose single units and I put days. There you go. So that makes it simpler. And then you could do round up, round down. So you do round up, round down. I did round down so that way it equals what I said it does. And then you can click on your indicator, pass, a go, or don't use any, right? So there's that. I can also come over here and pick my style. So there is my theme. You could do this theme, which is a pro thing. Again, I'm going to switch into pro. You could go into some of these retro-esque looks. So if I click here, let's go to, oh my God, wow, that gives me some flashbacks. Hit that Windows XP joint. Let's do, I said Windows 95. There it is, Windows 98. I don't know why you would do that. And then you could pick some old school looking Mac OS joints, Color Classic, Mac SE, Apple II joints. So yeah, this is pretty cool if you're into such a thing. Coming over here, if you click on these minimal styles, You can choose or not to show an icon if you wish. You can select what that icon is. In my particular case, it would be like a camera or a play button if I could find one in here. I'm pretty sure there's a YouTube play button in here somewhere. I don't want to make this video a million years long looking for a play button, so I'll just stick the camera if I was going to do that. I can change the icon color if I wish, do something, swanky like such. But again, I don't wish, so we can turn that off. You can select what your colorway is going to be. You can even select what your font's going to be, and you can show a progress bar if you had something that had a finite ending. This particular case, it doesn't match, but I'll go ahead and turn that off. Let me go back to my normal theme, but even on a free version, I can come in here and choose various background colors if I wished, right? I just happen to pick that one. I have no idea why I set this up in the middle of the night. Same thing, you can pick the font color as well. So that is really hot there. And then, of course, if you want to create a new one, you can duplicate it. You can copy these traits to create another setup that looks very similar. And then you can set the start time to now. So I just love the fact that you have very adjustable things that you can do in here. And let's go ahead and finish that. So I'm looking at some of the other stuff that is added by default. It's showing you like what your today setup is every day, show you what your time remaining is. And again, these are things that you can adjust. You can adjust what do you have going on this week. If you have something that you do, say every Thursday, like take a medicine. I'm like, yeah, so here's a good one. Let's try this one. Can I change this? I want to do every Monday. Yeah, leave it on every Monday. And then let's go to the ruler. There's your time units. So we can do that. We'll leave all of that looks fine. You can change the color if you wish, but then you can switch it to something that looks like this, or come here, something that looks like that, something that looks like that. You even have a clock thing that kind of fills in. You can show your progress bars. So these are some of the cool options that you could add in if you wish. This year is 40% done. Who knew, right? So I think it comes out to July 2nd. July 2nd will be the halfway point between this year. This guy will be on like 50%, like a July 2nd at like noon, right? So super cool stuff you can do there. So thinking of some ideas of what you could add, right? They'll show you some, I love this inspiration ideas. How many days you got left on your Netflix subscription? Really good if you have, oh my God, just thought of one. Family. Let me dip back to Big Face. You tried this thing that comes with a 90-day free trial, and then after that, it gets expensive. And you want to test to make sure that you're using, like you're putting in the sweat. Set this sucker to like 87 and have that live on your home page as a widget, because you can leave it as phone widgets. That way, you don't get surprised when that thing actually converts into paid, and all of a sudden you get a big chunk taken out of your card and you forgot that you had did it, right? I signed up for this thing and I was going to cancel it on day 28. How many times have you forgot to cancel something on day 28 and maybe you forget altogether? You find out 6 months later you're paying for something that you didn't mean to. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right? So these are the kind of things you could do. Your health check, your summer diet, when somebody's coming to visit you, product release, your keto cycles, final thesis. Like there's so many good options in here for you to check and set up. And they got some cool styles. I think what's cool about the styles, if you were to click on one of these, you can duplicate it so you don't have to build it from scratch. If you're a person who's, say, not design oriented or you don't think like that, boom, new phone, I could duplicate that, set that for around the second week of September because that's about right. I just love this. This is a really, really thoughtful app. It's well set up. So I know the question a lot of people are asking is, what does this pro thing look like? So I could click on here and it says I can get 40% off by inviting your friends. So I'll just copy this link. I'll put it in the description below if anybody wants to check it out. If one of you guys do it, then I get 40% off pro. But let's just say I said screw it all together. It's really only $14.99 for a year. And yes, I know these things add up, but hey, I think you get like 3 progress trackers for free. But when I see an app that I know I'm going to like, I feel the need to support the developer. So I'm going to just give them their $15, whether you guys sign up for it or not, because I think this is cool. I'm going to put in a new one for Creator Camp. So I'm going to hit the event name, Creator camp. Boom. And then I'm going to set the calendar. Bing, bing. And that's going to be for me, September 28th. I'm going to leave it there. Actually, I'll fix it later, but I go in like a week early before you guys. But I'm going to just go ahead and say done. And then, so I want to change that counting capability to show me the single units, and I want it to be on days. So I have 123 days left until Creator Camp. And then boom, I like that, in that many days. All right, there we go. So this one says me to do that. That's a pro feature. So I just leave it like that for now. But now I have 2 of these guys. And they say if you long tap on an event, you can quick action. Also, hopefully this lets me move it over because I like my YouTube one in the front place. Can I do that? No, can't rearrange them, but that'll be a request that I would make. Anyway, you can also set this up as a widget. So if I slide over, there's my widget right there so I can see that all the time. I don't know who needs this app. I do. So if you're like me and you want to track your progress, whether it's health, lifestyle, fitness, event, next trip to Japan. Ooh, that's another one I can make. I definitely got to go to pro. Let me know in the comment section below. Let me know if you think this worked. If you have a better version of something like this, holler at your mans. Maybe you just do this in pen and paper. I really want to know what you are tracking. Holler at your mans. If you feel like sharing, let us know what you're tracking. And you know what I say?
I said it before and I'll say it again.
I don't know who needed to hear this, but if it was you, let me know in the comment section below. And right about now, the algorithm's going to tell you to press the like button, press the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you won't miss another one of these crazy things I come up with. And now the algorithm's going to show you another video they think you should watch. And I agree with them.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, it's 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk. Gotta keep quiet.